Welcome to Lecture 6 of the new SAT Math lecture series. Today's lecture will be on quadratic equations. So we're going to apply a lot of the material that we learned in the previous lecture to learn how to solve quadratic equations. So the most important thing to know about solving quadratic equations is that is the zero product rule, which says if you have two numbers whose product is zero, then at least one of the two has to be zero. So either A equals 0 or B equals 0. And you can extend this. If it's A, B, C equals 0, then or C equals 0. One of the three has to equal 0, right? So how do we apply this knowledge to solving quadratic equations? So suppose we have x minus 1 times x plus 3 equals 0. This is a quadratic equation, right? So since we know that if the product of two things is 0, one of the two is 0, that means either x minus 1 equals 0 or x plus 3 equals 0. So that means either x equals 1 or negative 3, right? So x equals 1 or negative 3 is the solution to this quadratic equation. Now, suppose the thing about quadratic equations is that it'll always have two solutions. It just so happens that sometimes the two solutions will equal the same thing. So let's look at this. X minus 3 squared equals 0, right? This is the same as just x minus 3 times x minus 3, right? So in fact, one of the solutions to this, either x minus 3 equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0, right? But they're both saying the same thing, that x minus 3 equals 0. That means x equals 3 is the only